now. We've got some new polling now on how Americans feel about President Obama's strategy of bypassing Congress to further his second-term agenda. 60% disapprove of the use of executive orders, which political columnist Charles Krauthammer describes as unconstitutional and a bit hypocritical. Here's Charles.
Remember how Democrats were complaining that when Republicans were trying to overturn Obamacare, it was somehow unpatriotic because it was an attack on the law of the land. This law of the land doesn't even exist. It exists in Obama's head. It's whatever he thinks. He wakes up in the morning and decides what the law is going to be.
Chris Steyerwalt is going to analyze this, our Fox News digital politics editor and host of Power Play at foxnews.com live. Chris, how are you? Good morning.
Brother Bill, I want the hat back. I feel that I've gotten shortchanged, that I do not get you in the hat.
Well, there's only one of them out there. Listen, 60%, okay. You know what that tells you? That tells you that people are paying attention to the executive orders.
Well, he's talked about it enough. The president talks about his pen and his phone. This has been basically for lack of a domestic initiative slate or anything that would move in Congress. The president has talked about this in 2011, 2012, 2013. Now in a fourth consecutive year, the president talks about how he doesn't need Congress and he'll do what he wants. So perhaps people are now finally listening to the president, who had previously, I think, been ignored on this topic. Now people are engaged and they don't like it.
Here's another poll we found. Is this how government is supposed to work? And look at this stunning number. 74% say no. And I just wonder, Chris, does the White House take these numbers in? Do they think about it and think, whoa, maybe this is not what we should be doing here?
I think the reality for this White House, if we look at how the president and his political team ran for re-election and how they've conducted themselves, what the larger electorate or larger populace think doesn't really matter as much as what the base of the base of the base, of what core Democrats think about what they're doing. And what the president has done is found a way to tell his supporters, the people who donate, who are activists, the people who work for him, he has found a way to tell them, we don't have to compromise with Republicans. Even if the majority of Americans want us to make a deal and govern, like Bill Clinton has done, like Ronald Reagan and others, George W. Bush, have had to do and make concessions to the other side, the president has told his supporters, we don't have to compromise and we don't have to negotiate. And by doing that, he has kept a small, relatively small number of people happy with him, and that's how he governs, is that with that core of the base.
Jonathan Turley, Kelly File, constitutional attorney. Quickly, listen to this here.
I think that many people will look back at this period in history and see nothing but confusion as to why people remained so silent when the president asserted these types of unilateral actions. It's dangerous. That is, what he is suggesting is to essentially put our system offline. This is not the first time that convenience has become the enemy of principle, but we've never seen it to this extent.
Why people remain so silent, it is dangerous. That's a comment about media coverage. And where is the media?
Bad precedents are set for good reasons, and the concern here is that this bad precedent will persist in the future and for future administrations, and nobody's saying much about it.
Chris Steyerwalt, thank you. Nice to see you. Made it to work today. Well done.
Absolutely.
In Washington. See you soon. Here's Martha.